Hi guys, Coach Ed Haynes here to talk about the competitors program. Firstly, great stuff in the last block. Great to see PRs all around. Big snatches going up, clean and jerk numbers coming up across the board. People hitting bench press PRs, squatting PRs. Really good to see. So from there, we've just finished an 8-week intensification cycle. Remember, when we talk about weight training, intensification typically means heavy loads close to our 1 rep maxes, large amount of sets, not a whole amount of volume. So we're now flipping gears a little bit. We're going into an accumulation phase. So how that's going to look on a Monday, we're going to start with some squat snatch accumulation work. So basically working off percentages of your 1 rep max you hit in the testing block. Short rest periods, repeatability. Next, we're going to introduce for both performance and competitors program some box squatting. So there's going to be a bit of technique work on that. Box squat is just a variation of back squatting. We haven't really touched on it in the past. Very, very beneficial at really targeting the posterior chain. And then we're going to do some mixed modal metcons. Metcon meaning kind of mixed, got a whole bunch of different things thrown into the mix in like a CrossFit style tester. The focus is really going to be on the power clean and power snatch. So you might see movements like box jumps, toes to bar, and power cleans, or box jumps, toes to bar, and power snatches. That's a focus on Monday. Working on improving our technique and capacity in cycling a sub-maximal barbell. On Tuesdays, you guys are going to be building with some touch and go push jerk and split jerk work. The idea here is to reintroduce the technical component of being able to cycle a barbell over and over again overhead, as well as building some volume in the shoulders. We're then going to do some big sets with a focus on improving strict and kipping handstand push-ups, as well as improving and building kipping chest to bar volume. Just real quick on chest to bars, guys. A lot of us are still sticking with the gymnastics chest to bar, the gymnastics kip. I'm a big fan of that. Everything's a little bit healthier in the shoulders. Having said that, if you guys are really looking to push the boundary with regards to performance, of course, the butterfly chest to bar and butterfly pull-up does have its advantages. Having said that, it's not a skill that we're going to address in classes. So my only recommendation is going to be either you have to dedicate time outside of group classes to work on that skill, or try work with one of our coaches one-on-one. It might just be for a couple of one-off sessions to try and unlock that skill. Wednesdays, touch and go deadlift battery work. We've been doing some heavier type work on a Wednesday with our clean grip deficit deadlifts. We're now going to go into some touch and go work, which means getting comfortable again with being able to move and cycle a heavy barbell with a deadlift. You're going to be doing all this kind of stuff on like EMOM style formats, or every 90 seconds. First couple of weeks is just going to start just with deadlifting, building some volume and capacity there. Then we're going to start to throw in some hip bending and extension couplets like burpees, under fatigue, hit a heavy deadlift. That's the idea. You're then going to do some barbell cycling couplets with incremental percentage work. So what that means is that we're going to test you guys in terms of your awareness of your own engine, as well as building up the ability to cycle barbells. So how it might look, for example, performing 10 power cleans with 61 kg for males, and 10 bar facing burpees with a 90-second rest. Round 1, do it 75%. Round 2, do it 85%. Round 3, do it 95%. So what we're looking for there is an increase in pace per round. So you guys have to think about segmenting reps, rest periods, actual cycle time, all that kind of stuff. Fridays, really happy with the clean and jerk numbers that came in on Friday last week. Having said that, it's still definitely a priority for us. We're going to be doing some clean and split jerk complexes. A lot of it will be having to execute a split jerk under fatigue. So for example, multiple cleans or cleans in front squats and then having to execute a jerk. And then that's when we're going to have our muscle up and toes to bar work coupled with some knee flexion. So that might be things like overhead squats and muscle ups, squat cleans and toes to bar, and any form of kind of combination we can come up with there. Lastly, same thing we said to all the other groups, on our YouTube channel, which can be found at Coastal Fitness HK if you go onto YouTube, we are building a huge library of movement, mobility, and technique, and like core type exercises on there. It's a library that's open to anyone who wants to access it. For a lot of our personal training and remote clients, we're using this library as a way to educate people from a distance. Having said that, there's no reason you guys shouldn't be tuning in on that and finding out and trying things to improve your mobility and positions, which is something I harp on about every single video. You will see on the videos they're simply listed to make it really easy to understand. Squat mobility, which will be a series of movements or mobility exercise to improve your squat. Shoulders obviously will help your overhead position. Ankles for your ankles, so on and so forth. We're going to stick with the format. Most of these sessions will last probably 60 to 75 minutes. As discussed in the last vlog, it's completely up to you if you need to get out of the gym at the end of the class time. I would highly recommend and advise you starting slightly earlier, or you can simply run over into net class. That's completely cool. All I would say is just please let the coach know which one you'd rather do, and we're happy to roll that. Great stuff, guys. Keep up the good work, and you'll be hearing from me soon.